and you get activated and then people communicate with you.
Yes.
Okay, is there an office address to throw in?
All right. Well, once you send YES to the number I called at, we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Just send YES to
090-9695-8477.
Okay, is this going to be like a kind of mentorship program where people continue getting advice all the way?
Yes, it's a mentorship program where we show people how to generate cash for their business or project, and we have experts that can mentor you. We're looking out for 50 respondents. Simply send YES to
090-9695-8477.
If your number is selected, you will be contacted. A training session will be conducted at the project office to know if you are eligible to generate the capital. If you already have an existing business, like I said, and you need to generate cash flow to expand it, or you have a capital and you need to be shown a legitimate business to invest in it, Millennium Business Edge will help you with all that. Just simply send YES to
090-9695-8477.
Okay, I hope it's not going to be a very tough exercise.
No, it's not.
Okay, thank you so very much, Munachi, for coming into our studio.
Thank
you. And of course, we wish all of you out there to take advantage of this.
You are tuned to your number one talk station, Nigeria Info. Welcome back to the show.
Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. On the news this morning, Rivers State government accuses APC of plans to cause unrest. APC picks holds on 2023 budget estimate presented by Governor Wike. Rivers State Chief Justice frees inmates in fresh jail delivery. Fireman hospitalized as angry resident attack fire service during market fire in Port Harcourt. President Buhari to unveil new Naira notes today. On the foreign scene, U.S. Supreme Court clears Democrats to see tax forms of former President Donald Trump. I am Khalada Kurubatibo. Good morning. We begin the news this Wednesday morning, 23rd of November 2022, with the Rivers State government accusing the APC of planning to cause unrest in the state under the guise of protesting over Executive Orders 21 and 22. A statement by the State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Chris Feinberg, warned the APC and any other group not to carry out any action that is likely to disrupt the peace in the state. The APC is yet to respond to this, but is against the new executive orders. Earlier, the APC spokesperson in Rivers State, Darlington Wauju, voiced some concerns regarding the 2023 budget estimate presented to the State House of Assembly by Governor Nyesom Wike. Mr. Wauju said the budget didn't state which of the state assets the Wike administration plans to sell to fund the budget. He also said some aspects of the budget are vague.
One of the sources of funding for the proposed 550 billion naira 2023 budget is through sales of state assets. The budget is completely silent on which of the state assets are to be sold and the valuation for such projects. Number two, we are curious over the projected expenditure of 30 billion naira on citizen security. The question is, what exactly are we spending 30 billion naira on? Is it on support infrastructure for conventional security agencies or sponsorship of non-conventional security outfits? This seems to be too vague.
The APC spokesperson in the state also spoke on the money budgeted for education and health in the 2023 budget.
The claim by the state governor that there is a free primary and secondary education regime in Rivers State does not actually match the realities on ground, given the fact that several primary and secondary schools are begging attention, with some of our children learning under mango trees. In fact, some communities have had to contribute monthly to pay stipends to volunteers due to the absence of teachers in the rural areas. We wish that we get to see a detailed breakdown of this budget, because Rivers people need to understand what provisions have been made for the resuscitation of primary health care.
He also said the budget was silent on the perennial flooding in the Arashi region. Yesterday, the proposed 2023 budget estimate of 550 billion naira passed first reading at the Rivers State House of Assembly. This is after Governor Nyesom Wike presented the proposed budget to the Assembly for consideration. Governor Wike, while presenting the 2023 appropriation bill, said 350 billion naira will be for capital expenditure, while over 174 billion naira is for recurrent expenditure. He said the budget will be financed by internally generated revenue, 13% oil mineral derivation, sale of state assets, federal government receipt, value-added tax, among others.
Our members to propose a budget of 550 billion, 606 billion, 987,208 for this year, 2023. This will be the government expenditure estimate. We propose a government expenditure of 175 billion, 249 billion, 602,407 only. For the total sum of 360 billion, 907 billion, 495,507 as capital expenditure.
Governor Nyesom Wike also listed some of the capital expenditure estimates.
Statutory composition of 2023 capital expenditure is approved. Information communication, governance, 118 billion. Information and communication technology, 1.3 billion. Public administration, 5.3 billion. Finance and planning, 4 billion. Infrastructure, 114 billion. Commerce and investment, 740 billion. Culture authority, 5 billion.
The governor, Nyesom Wike, also said over 39 billion naira was budgeted for education and over 31 billion naira for health.
Education have provided over 39 billion naira to fund delivery of quality education for the fiscal year 2023. We have also provided the sum of 5 billion naira under special project to introduce and fund a free feeding program for people in our primary schools to increase and sustain enrollment and reduce poverty.
Governor Nyesom Wike also said the state government has budgeted 17 billion naira for the development of agriculture to advance security, economic growth, and job creation.
Accordingly, we have provided 13 authority in the person of state capital budget estimate to fund the development of agriculture in the state. The other today, the government continues to give attention to the development of agriculture and farm security, economic growth, industrialization, and job creation. We also intend to revisit government effort to solve our conversion all government to private investors for large-scale commercial farming.
The governor also budgeted 10 billion naira for youth development, 1.5 billion naira for microfinance banks, 5 billion naira for women empowerment, 1.2 billion naira for social welfare, and 30 billion naira for security. Correspondent Emeka Otoka reports that the 2023 budget is christened Budget of Consolidation and Continuity. In another development, the Rivers State governor has revealed how the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar asked former President Goodluck Jonathan to relinquish the presidential ticket to the North in 2015. Governor Wike spoke during the commissioning of the Akpabu Itu Omudioga Road in Emoa local government area. He said former President Jonathan had pleaded with Mr. Atiku to support his re-election bid in 2015, but the Adamawa-born politician rejected the former president's entreaties. Governor Wike said the call for the resignation of the PDP national chairman, Iyorchia Ayu, is justifiable.
In 2015, when Jonathan, as a sitting president, I'm not talking as a presidential candidate. People forget history. Jonathan went to London in Dorchester Hotel. He went to plead with this our presidential candidate today. Atuku Abubakar. Say, please, my brother, come back to the party and support me. You know the condition they get to Jonathan. He should relinquish his ticket not to run as the president of Nigeria. So when I see some people, they forget history easily. Today, we are not saying the presidential candidate should relinquish the ticket. We are not being selfish. We are saying since we are not a presidential candidate, let our people take chairmanship.
On his part, Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi said he left the PDP because he foresaw that the southern region would be betrayed in the presidential ticket of the PDP. Governor Umahi also said the APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu does not need the logistic support of Governor Wike, but rather the votes of the people. Moving on, Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Simeon Chibuzo Amadi, says he is displeased about a report that says Rivers State correctional centers have the highest number of inmates in the West Africa sub-region. Justice Chibuzo Amadi spoke during a jail delivery exercise at the Port Harcourt Correctional Center, where he blamed men and officers of the Nigerian police for the congestion of the center.
Mass arrest, you go to a community, you just arrest. The next is armed robbery, the next report, magistrate remand, the next port of call is correctional center, and the number continue increasing. So I'm appealing that where we in the judiciary are trying to do everything humanly possible to ensure that those who are innocent are not brought here. The police should also do us a favor by making sure that proper investigation is carried out. I said it.
The Chief Judge of Rivers State, who also advised to release inmates to be better citizens, promised that the judiciary will conduct another round of jail delivery before the Christmas celebration.
Inmates, we will not attend to that, but I assure you, before the Christmas, we will come back here. Immediately after our mega year, we will give you a date when we will come back to treat other cases here as per the report we have. So the DCP is here, the OC legal is here, everybody who is here is now aware that before the Christmas, there will be another road delivery.
In his welcome speech, the State Controller of Correctional Center, Felix Lawrence, commended the judiciary for its determination to decongest the correctional facilities and assured their collaboration in achieving the goal. Correspondent Soibi Onuwari reported 22 inmates have spent 9 years and above without the record of their case file in DPP, and their matters have not been mentioned in court since their detention was released by the Chief Judge. The Rivers State chapter of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, has declared Wi Sabari Bani as an impostor of the council, insisting that Ambassador Chijioke Ihuwa remains its elected state chairman. Senior Special Assistant on Media to Chijioke Ihuwa, Amadi Eze, at a media briefing described Mr. Bani's recent statement against the Rivers State government as irresponsible. Dr. Eze said Chijioke Ihuwa has been serving as state chairman with legal backing and recognition of the Rivers State government and security agencies.
For record purposes, we have only one chairman in the state, and his name is His Youthfulness Ambassador Chijioke Ihuwa. He is recognized by the Rivers State government through the Ministry of Youth Development. He is occupying the Secretariat of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. Again, we have a court pronouncement that give a nod to his chairmanship. So, for one, Mr. Abani to come and start claiming to be the chairman of National Youth Council is appalling.
Dr. Amadi Eze, who urged the public to discountenance statements from Wi Sabari Bani, accused a governorship candidate in the state of deliberate attempt to cause disaffection and division among Rivers State youths for cheap political gains.
We want to call on the public to disregard and discountenance such call from Mr. Abani. Mr. Abani is being sponsored by one Mr. Dumo, a governorship candidate of Accord, to cause disunity among Rivers youths.
It further reaffirmed the support for the governorship candidate of the PDP in Rivers State, Siminalaye Fubara, in 2023. Away from that, at least 10 makeshift structures in Okujagu Slaughter Market in Port Harcourt have been destroyed by fire. Our correspondent who visited the area yesterday gathered that the fire was caused by smokers in the area. Business activities resumed after the debris from the fire incident was cleared. In the meantime, one of the firemen from the Federal Fire Service who attempted to put off the fire is hospitalized after he escaped from a mob attack. The commander of the Federal Fire Service in Rivers State, Abdullahi Alfa, tells correspondent Soibu Uruwari that firemen were attacked because they did not arrive early to put off the fire in Okujagu Slaughter Markets.
There was a fire call and we turned out as usual with fire scene. So on getting there, we already packed, position our plans. Firemen came down to start only all these food lumps started stoning them and beating them. When they noticed that they now jumped into their plans and moved. In the process of moving, one of the firemen fell down. As he fell down, the now those guys now held him, started beating him with machetes and he had a deep cut on his hand. We have to rush him to hospital last night. That was when he stitched the hand and admitted him and gave him a pint of blood.
Mr. Alva said not knowing the cause of the fire is dangerous because the actions of the suspected hoodlums prevented them from putting off the fire and taking inventory of the fire incident.
His advice is here to help them. This complements the state firemen. Because we are not allowed to do our work, there's no way we can stay back and ascertain the level of damage of the fire. Life first, you have to save your life first. My call to the citizens is that this fire we are going to put out, we are not the one that put the fire. We are only coming to help. So these boys I see that we are coming late. They are not the one that call us. They don't know what we encounter before we get to the fire scene. And they are mobbing us, trying to vandalize their plants and injure the firemen.
Still ahead, President Buhari to unveil new Naira notes today. Stay tuned. We go for a quick break. Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. President Muhammadu Buhari is expected to formally unveil the new Naira note today. It is to precede the weekly cabinet meeting at the State House in Abuja. Recall that the Central Bank of Nigeria had on October 26 announced its plan to redesign 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes. It gave December 15, 2022 as the date to start circulating the new notes. It said the Naira notes were redesigned to have control of the amount of currency in circulation and to enable it to manage inflation and tackle counterfeiting. We go for another break. When we come back, the rest of the news. Inaugurated the first oil drilling operation in northern Nigeria yesterday, with oil fields located in Bauchi and Gombe states. Speaking at the inauguration, President Buhari said oil exploration at the Kolmani River, located between Gombe and Bauchi states, has already attracted over $3 million foreign direct investment and will boost Nigeria's fortunes and earnings.
From the outset, I instructed NNPC Limited to utilize and leverage their vast asset portfolio across all corridors of its operation to de-risk the project to attract the much-needed investment. It is therefore to the credit of this administration, at a time when there is near zero appetite for investment in fossil energy, coupled with the location challenges, we are able to attract investment of over $3 billion United States dollars to this project.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
On the foreign scene, the U.S. Supreme Court has cleared the way for the tax forms of former President Donald Trump to be released to a Democratic-controlled congressional committee. The justices rejected Mr. Trump's bid in October to block a lower court's ruling that granted the panel's request for his financial records. The move is a blow to Mr. Trump, who has for years kept his returns sealed. On the news this morning, you heard the River State government has accused the APC of plans to cause unrest in the state. The APC is picking holes in the 2023 budget estimate presented by Governor Wike yesterday. The River State Chief Judge has freed 22 inmates in a fresh jail delivery. A fireman is in a hospital after angry residents attacked the Federal Fire Service during a market fire in Port Harcourt. President Buhari is to unveil the new Naira note today. On the foreign scene, U.S. Supreme Court has cleared Democrats to see tax forms of former President Donald Trump. The news was edited by Chema Ezewafo. Cloudy weather in Port Harcourt this morning. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. I am Kala Dakuru Batabo. Good morning. Morning Crossfire returns after the break.